I'm so nervous. That was so surreal to know that you guys just watched the show that we've been working on for so long.
And I have to tell you, they had a monitor backstage and we're watching it all sitting together, and getting to see them get excited and laugh and like hit each other when they had good moments on the show was so fun. So guys, I hope you guys were doing that out here and that you guys were tweeting. Remember, tweet hashtag Liza on Demand and hashtag VidCon Liza on Demand if you want to get a question submitted for us for the second half. But I have some questions to kick us off first. This is such a fun show because it can go in so many directions. It's genius in the fact that it's specific in what Liza's trying to do in the show, but then also so broad that it can go everywhere. Liza and for Deb and Harry, where did this idea come from? How was it crafted into what we finally saw here?
Well, I have a YouTube channel. And
oh, do you?
Yes. And it basically came from wanting to create something bigger than what I've already created on my own platform, and creating these videos and characters and loving being a character and being able to find a team and brilliant minds that I could partner with to create this character that was larger than, you know, life, or larger than what I was creating on my channel. So I had the amazing blessing of meeting Harry and Deb and came to them with an idea that blossomed into an even better idea with their brains, and it was originally started. How did it start, Deb? It was originally with the idea of me wanting to play like a male character, a male version of myself, because I'm really handsome as a guy. You guys know this. And I wanted to be like a dude Liza that goes into the workspace and performs jobs as a man, and it kind of like carry that moral message of what it's like to be a man in the workspace versus a woman in the workspace. And then it blossomed into this insane idea of working in the gig economy, and that came from the brains of Harry and Deb. And you guys, yes, woo, please woo, because because they had this brilliant idea of like what we do online now is so odd, of hiring assistants and like having Postmates and Ubers. Like, we're literally hiring someone to come and drive us around and come deliver us food, and that's so odd to me. So it was kind of like the merging of those experiences, right? Like, I don't know, it was a baby.
Well, I think it also came up, you know, you had this resistance to making a show where every week you were in the same environment with the same people, you know, oh, here she is in the same restaurant or the same club or with the same people, and we thought, where can we go? Every week you get dropped into a new world. You know, yeah, you keep coming back to your roommates, but every week you get dropped into a new situation. And that's what this job would do. Every week, Liza takes a new job and gets thrown into some weird place where she's got to perform some crazy task and gets to meet all these different people. So we got to bring in a lot of actors that we know every week. And you'll see as you watch the show, the craziest thing. She winds up at a political rally. She winds up being a mourner at a funeral who gets paid to cry. And it gave her the opportunity, too, to showcase all the things she's good at, as opposed to just playing a boy, which she does get to do in one of the episodes.
Episode 2, she gets to be a boy.
Which you will get to see for free the first week, which is next week. You'll get to see 2 episodes for free. We should let you know that. And yeah, so every week she gets dropped into a different environment to do one of these gig jobs.
Harry and Deb, if you don't know, they are also the creative minds behind movies like Can't Hardly Wait and Josie and the Pussycats. For you guys, what do you find fascinating about telling stories about people in that general age, people that are kind of coming of age, really entering adulthood? What makes that interesting to you guys?
I mean, it's interesting because it's a time when you get to decide who you want to be, and that's interesting because you have a world of possibilities. So it's not like telling a story about somebody who feels like they've been doing something for a long time or who's stuck. But this specifically came because the whole inspiration was all Liza for us, and she happens to be that age. So that's why the story was about that. But you know, it was for us, it was the excitement of being able to work with her and try and create something for her. And every step of the way, we kind of took the lead from, well, what feels right for Liza, and it was just a really great partnership between the 3 of us as we started crafting the show, and that was the fun of it.
And also, like, not to get dark or anything, but I have a teenage child and a younger child. you guys are like the last line of defense of this world going completely dark. And to continue to make entertainment for you, to make you guys think about what the possibilities are and how you guys can change the world is way more important to me than making things for people my age who've already given up.
I think we got some world changers out there, it sounds like. Talk to us about going in this direction, because this is very different than the content you create on your YouTube channel. So how is it different for you, and why was this a direction you wanted to go?
Well, hello. I wasn't alone. I wasn't in my living room, dressing up like a man and screaming at the camera by myself this time, which is why it was so much fun, because I got to come together with Above Average and with amazing production company, and come together with Deb and Harry and Travis and Kimiko, who are these experienced actors, and girl, I need some experience. It was just amazing to be able to learn from people who have been and have created in this way before. But it was definitely different because I do everything by myself. And I think that was something that I've been doing for years, and I loved being able to experiment outside of that. So if you guys don't know, I like write, I create, I shoot my own videos, like I drag the camera around in my room. and it's real low budget. It's real low budget.
She is such a hard worker, you all. She would get off set to do videos. She's incredible. I love her so much.
Never not working.
Travis is paid well.
I am getting paid, but I really mean that.
But like,
not getting paid.
to surround myself with literally this positivity and these people while going through this time in my life and being in my early 20s and literally not knowing exactly what I want to do, and being able to portray that message in this show and say it's okay to not know exactly what you want to do, and it's okay to be unsure and uncertain, that you're gonna get through that time and you're gonna have the inevitable outcome of being proud of yourself no matter what you do and how you get there. So it's a blessing to be able to portray that using all of these brilliant minds put together instead of my own insane one. So yeah.
For Kimiko and Travis and Liza, talk to us about creating that roommate dynamic. You guys, this is a show that you guys are gonna have to be pausing all the time, because if you're gonna be laughing at a joke and they're gonna say 5 jokes before you can start listening again, you'll have to rewind and go back. I definitely did. What's it like filming that, that's so fast paced, and how did you guys get your dynamic of being such like lovable roommates?
I remember the audition. The first time I auditioned, I immediately got called back, and then I got in a chemistry room with Liza and Deb and Harry, and I just remember meeting her and being like, oh my God, you are so much fun. And they actually had to like stop us and be like, guys, you have to do the audition, because we were just having such a blast. And that's what it was like on set. I mean, you get around these two and we just literally, our chemistry is so real that it makes it so much easier, along with having words that are just written by these two brilliant people. So it's actually pretty easy. We would love for season 2 to happen so we could do it some more.
So if y'all want to go get a YouTube Premium subscription for 30-day trial, and then you can sign up with another email after that and another email after that.
A life hack.
Life hacks, you're
Fake
welcome.
email.
But
Yeah. I remember the audition process too. The chemistry was very important, I remember. I think how many times did I was it 3 or 4?
It was like 3 or 4 Skype calls that we had together.
They weren't sure because I came in like a half an hour late. Little did I know that you came in a half an hour late. Like, we're both the same. But we Skyped and it was so quick. It was like literally 2 minutes. And I was like, I don't even remember what just happened because I was so flustered. And then they called me and they're like, we need to actually make sure that you have chemistry with her. So we FaceTimed, and then I was like, oh, she cool. I like her.
she had a lot of cats.
I like her a lot.
You had cats and
Cats
dogs in
and
the background.
dogs, yes,
I just
I-
wanted to meet them. So then I was like, okay, Kimiko got it.
To answer your question about the chemistry, we literally had a sleepover in Liza's hotel room last night.
Last night.
Yeah, I
Like,
had a couple people over last
That's
night.
what we
Slumber
do.
party.
Yeah.